us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our downfall and birth. Each new mourn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it felt with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of dollar.
What I believe, I'll wail. What known believe, and what I can redress. What you have spoke, and may be purchased. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, he hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous name may recall. I am imperial change, but I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things foul would fear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there, where I did find my doubts, why and thy that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave taking, I pray you. Let not my jealous be your dishonors, but mine own safety. You may be right just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country! Great tyranny, lay thou thy basest shore. For goodness dare not check thee, wear thou thy wrongs. The title is afeard, fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou think'st, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each day a new gash is added to her wounds. I think, withal, there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England I have offer of godly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my country shall be more vices than it had before, more suffer and more sundry ways than ever, but by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so gratify, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor statue esteem him as lamb, being compared with my continuous harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avarice, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that that has a name, but there's no bottom, none. And my voluptuous, your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust, and my desire, all contingent impedes would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold, the time you may so hoodwink. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you, to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this there grows, and my most ill-composed affection such, a stanchest avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels in his other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust. and it hath been the sword of slain kings. Yet do not fear, Scotland hath poisons to fill up your will. Of your mere own, all these are portable, with other graces weighed.
But I have none, the king becoming graces, as just, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime. Acting in many ways, nay, I have power. I should pour the sweat milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland!
If such one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again, since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king, the queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul whipped the black scriptures, reconciled my thoughts to thy God, truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power. Admonished wisdom plucked me from over credulous haste, but God above deal between thee and me. From even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak my own detraction here, abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself. For strangers to my nature, I am yet unknown to woman, never was forsworn, scarcely have convected what was my own. At no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow and delight, no less in truth than my life. My first false speaking was this.